it's time for you to bounce back, sis. It's time for you to bounce back. So, welcome back. It's Deasia checking in with you guys. I have not put a video here on YouTube in a while, but if you are seeing this, I have been active on my TikTok at Deasia CEO. You can also find me on Facebook at Deasia L Redding. I post it consistently over there. So, but I'm going to get back over to here to my YouTube family and get back to talking to you all when it comes to motivation, inspiration, business, education stuff. So, yes, let's do a little quick check in. So, what have I been doing? Well, I am still a business educator. I've actually formed my own mentorship group called Next Level Entrepreneurs. And if you would like to join, the descriptions will be here. The link will be here in the description box if you're interested in it. So I built my own entrepreneur school because I found that with me teaching at the university, a lot of the lectures, everyone, anytime that I would post about it, people would ask, how could I get into it? Like, how can I, you know what I'm saying, be into your courses and stuff? And so I built this community and we have class live on Wednesday nights. And then we have work sessions. And so the lectures that I teach at the school, I just put it into Next Level Entrepreneurs. I found that it is not a lot of people who can actually go to business school or even know what it's like to be an entrepreneur. So that's why I created NLE. So if that's something that you're interested in, go ahead and join now. But what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is how to bounce back and regain focus and momentum after you've had a setback. All right. So I know you've been seeing a lot of talk about how we are less than 90 days into 2020, with in 2024, and how people are talking about getting back on track, getting back focused, knowing what's going on in their businesses, their goals, all of that stuff. So I know you've probably been feeling the pressure, but you may have been feeling stuck. Okay. So I can absolutely attest to this of knowing that you got to get stuff done, but not getting the stuff done. Okay. I can completely understand that. But listen, I absolutely empathize with you when it comes to knowing that you got to get back on track. Like you got to get back on your Zoom. All right. You got to get back on your Zoom. So, how can you do that? How can you get that? So, the first step is acknowledging that you fell off. Okay. Be honest with yourself. You can lie to everybody else, but you can't lie to you. Okay. You can't lie to you. Acknowledge that you have setback. Acknowledge that you have been doing some stuff, or that you know that you have not been as consistent as you would like to. Okay. You acknowledge those things, right? And then know exactly what it is that you need to do to get back on track, on whether it's you been falling off from exercising, or if you have fell off with your business, or you fell off with doing your courses, or whatever it is, eating right, whatever it is that you have lost momentum on. It is not too late for you to get back into the game and get on your Zoom. All right. So at the time that I'm recording this video, it is in October, okay? And so the second week, so we are in fourth quarter of this year, all right? There is some more time, but you can utilize this at any time. Whenever you do come across this video, that means that it's for you at this time. Um Knowing that even if it's the beginning of the year, it don't matter. You've got to get back on your Zoom and stay focused. So how can you do that? I always tell people, at first you're going to acknowledge that you have fell off and what you have fell off on, and then I want you to remind yourself why you're even doing this. Did I set these goals? Why am I finishing school? Why did I start this business? Why is it that I did this? And then I can see how, like, sometimes we be chasing a high and a feeling that we had like when we first started doing this. So maybe you have to get into a season where you're not comfortable all the time. Like you got to get back hungry. You got to get back into the game and do this thing for real. I know when I first started being an entrepreneur, I was so hungry. Like I was up all night. I was up during the day. I was doing all kinds of stuff. Like y'all, I had that thing, right? And I found that with me being an entrepreneur since 2017, 2018, that sometimes I get a little lax. I can say that. I can be honest with that. And so I had to tell myself, I was like, Deasia, you did not work hard. You did not get to this point in life and in your business to be able to start slacking now. You did not get to this point for you to just start laxing in whatever, right? Because it is true. Once you get into being in business for a while and you've been doing this thing, you can get a little lax. You can get a little, lazy. And so I had to shake myself. I was just like, listen, you've been doing this for a while. I need you to get back in the game. I need you to get back hungry. Okay. I need you to get back hungry. I need you to get on your zone and remember why you're doing this thing, and remember why you need to show up for your community, and remember why you have started next level entrepreneurs, and why you even started your business and all of that stuff, and not letting minor setbacks set me off. A lot of times it be like you be wanting something or you're striving to something and then it don't go just the way that you planned it. But like, why is that? That's the whole part of the plot, right? Why get mad about stuff that don't go exactly your way when you know that you can be working so much harder on this thing? Like, you know that you can be putting in more effort. I know I had to calm myself to the carpet and was like, okay, you say you don't have time for this thing. Maybe you have not made it a priority. Okay. I can study for my business. I can post consistently on social media. If I'm consuming, I can create. That is something that I tell my students all the time. If you can consume content all day, you have time to create it. Okay. If you could sit here and watch everybody else out here doing that stuff, then you need to go ahead and get into this. All right. And then I look back and I see all the things that I have accomplished and whatnot. And um, a problem of mine or something that I've been working on is stop minimizing those things. Like, I have done some incredible things and I just be minimizing it. I think us as a society, especially us as millennials and firstborn daughters, but that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. We just be so desensitized to stuff. We be just we don't clap for ourselves enough. We don't sit here and be like, you know what, I did do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I did accomplish that. I am that girl. I feel like sometimes we always just want to minimize stuff, y'all. And I want you to stop doing that. Any win that you have, whether you deem it as small or big, I need for you to really lean into that and be excited about it, of what it is that you did. Okay. There is room for you. There is still time for you, and it's not too late for you to recommit yourself to your goals, to your business, to your schooling, all of that. It's not too late. What I want you to focus on and take away from this video is now is the time for you to be having your head down, focused on your goals. Stop watching everybody else, what they're doing. Stop comparing yourself to what everybody else is doing. Cut that out. Okay. This is your time for you to start building your momentum back. How do you build your momentum back? I want you to eliminate distractions. Quit looking at everybody. If you need to block some folks, do that. Okay. Do that. Acknowledge that you have been distracted and then choose, like, okay, am I going to be distracted or am I going to be disciplined right now? Am I going to continue to watch everybody else, or am I going to get back into my stuff and get on my zone and do what it is that I need to do? The choice is yours. The choice is really yours. All right. So I just wanted to encourage you and tell you to just do things step by step. And if it's even hard for you, I want you to pick three things to do every single day that's going to take you to your next level. And that way you can hit your goals. Okay. So I want you to pick three things out, whether it's going to, you posting on social media, you're responding to an email, you are going live, like you are responding, like whatever it is, I want you to pick three things. Okay, and do those things every day to help you move the needle closer to accomplishing that goal. And don't ever stop learning. Don't ever stop growing and evolving. You can evolve and you can grow, and you can make a decision right now today that I'm going to change. I'm going to do better. I'm going to show up for myself. I'm going to show up for my business. I'm going to do the work that I need to do, right? It's not too late for you to do this. So recommit yourself right now and promise you that you're going to do a little bit every single day. And that's how you build that momentum. You do those three things. If you have a laundry list of stuff, just pick those top, just do three things. Okay. And then the next day, do another three things, or maybe do four things. And then you keep building. But if you're focusing on your goals, even putting them on your mirror, it reminds me of, y'all remember that show Being Mary Jane, where she had all her sticky notes and stuff all over her house and all over her mirrors and stuff? Even if you got to do that to remind yourself, I know for me, I printed out my pictures of my stuff and like my before and after pictures and stuff. And y'all, I put it on my refrigerator. I was like, you've come too far, baby. Go back, get you some water, get you some tea, and go sit down. Go sit down, okay? Yeah, like you have to get that stuff to help remind you of where you came from. All right, even if you got another one of the pictures that I printed out and I have posted is when I started my business on the floor. Every time I see that, and then I look at my office space now, I'm like, oh baby, we started from the bottom, okay? Okay, so that is, you got to remind yourself, like, oh no, I didn't came too far, and I'm not about to let my feelings, I'm going to acknowledge my feelings, but I'm not going to sit in this and just be frozen and then start self sabotaging myself. We're not self sabotaging anymore. We're getting to the work. We're getting to the bag. We get into doing what it is that we need to do. All right. So I love you. I hope this video helps you. And so, yeah, now is the time. Bounce back. Get on your Zoom. Okay. Get on your Zoom. It is not too late. And I will see y'all in the next one.